from Mom Me, your mama resource from conception to college. Wherever you are in your momming journey, we are here for you. And this week, getting ready for Christmas, getting ready for the holidays, Hanukkah, all that stuff. We are talking about gifts and giving gifts and teaching our kids about giving gifts and figuring out how to effectively give gifts to our kids without turning them into greedy monsters and all of that stuff. I have been information gathering for the last couple of days to ask all of you guys, what are your biggest challenges around the holidays when it comes to parenting and momming and feeling like you're not going bonkers? And I wish I had $1 for every person who's responded and said that one of their biggest challenges is something around gifts, either figuring out what to get everybody, figuring out how to make their kids Christmases or Hanukkahs or whatever holiday super special without breaking the bank, trying to make sure that their kids are grateful for gifts, not being sure if they want to get the same gifts as all the other kids are getting, if their kids are going to feel left out, if they don't get what they asked for from Santa, all of these things when it comes to gifts. And the Tuesday, it's my Mythbusters Day. It's the day I bust all myths for you guys and try to really kind of break free from maybe a present mindset that might be holding us back when it comes to whatever topic we're talking about. And the one myth that I want to bust when it comes to gift giving for us all is that gifts matter. They don't matter, you guys. It doesn't matter. And so much of our energy and our hearts and our souls get put into thinking of a thoughtful gift or worrying about if our kids are going to get enough gifts or if they're going to get the same amount of gifts as their siblings and all of these things. And I know that it's really, really hard to believe that that all of those things actually don't matter, but it's really true. And when I say they don't matter, I don't just mean in this like airy-fairy Pollyanna-ish way, like it doesn't matter, that's not what's really important. That's true. But what I also really want to say about giving gifts is it actually doesn't matter to the person who's getting the gift, especially our kids. So for example, I'm going to be talking on Thursday about like how we've chosen to approach getting gifts for our kids around the holidays and actually also for their birthdays and stuff like that. I'll be talking about that on Thursday. But what I really hope that's going to be illustrating for you guys is this concept that kids actually don't notice that much who's given them gifts. My kids get gifts from some people in our family and not from other people in our family, and it doesn't affect one tiny droplet their relationship with the different people in their family. So my family makes a huge, huge, huge deal out of Christmas and Hanukkah, and my kids are showered with gifts from that side of our family. To the point where it's a little bit overboard. If you read my blog post already, you already know what I think about that. And on the other side of the spectrum, my husband's family, they're really not that big into gift giving, and they don't really make a big deal out of the holidays the way that my family does. And my kids almost always get either something really small just from Mike's mom or a few small things from that side of our family, and that's it. And it has not even one tiny iota affected the way that my kids feel about Mike's family, about the closeness that they have with their grandparents on Mike's family side. There's literally nothing to do with gifts or the things that my kids receive or anything that determines their feelings and the quality of their relationships with the people in their family. And conversely, I can promise you that every year, because everyone in my family is so psyched up about giving gifts, that almost all the things on my kids' lists get given to them by family members, not by me and my husband. And what do we buy for our kids? Sometimes we might buy them one thing that we think will be special that we didn't tell everybody else that they needed. But to be honest, 99% of the time, the gifts that our kids get from us are the things that they really need and everybody else doesn't want to get them because it's boring, like socks and underwear. And guess what? Our kids don't care. They don't care that they got the best gifts they got were from somebody else. It doesn't mean that mommy doesn't love them or that daddy doesn't care about them or, they're not important to us. None of those things. So when it comes to giving gifts to our kids, I really want to plant this seed that give gifts because it makes you feel good, because it brings you joy to think of something really special or to give something to somebody. But giving gifts, I promise you, is so much more something that is for the gift giver, not the gift receiver. And that's so true even with children. So I really, really, really want us to just not give our kids gifts. Everybody should do whatever they want when it comes to gifts with their kids, but to just release the stranglehold of this pressure we put on ourselves to have a certain number of gifts, a certain beautiful look of a pile of gifts under a Christmas tree or around a menorah. And definitely that feeling of like, if I don't do it this certain way, I'm not building memories with my kids. I'm not giving them this Christmas that they're going to be super excited about. That's all a story we're telling ourselves, because the real truth when it comes to making memories with our kids and being present with our kids and having the holiday experience we want to have with our kids, the real truth is a hell of a lot harder than just picking the right gift and spending the right amount of money. The real truth about creating the holiday experience we want with our kids is the inner game work that we need to do to actually be present and enjoy that holiday and not turn into a crazy person when our in-laws press our buttons and all of that stuff. And to that vein, I want to draw your guys' attention to the fact that on the 16th, Sunday the 16th, I am going to be doing a broadcast just like this, but longer, all about handling the holidays, whether it's gift giving, whether it's that stress of the in-laws, whether it's figuring out a schedule so that you're not working the whole time that your kids are home from school, whether it's trying to get all of the to-dos done and create these magical memories for our families, whatever your holiday challenges are, that's what I'm going to be talking about on the 16th. And spoiler alert, a lot of these things that we're talking about, the time management, the gift giving, the money management, all of that stuff, it starts from a fundamental mindset place, and it's so important, you guys, not just for the holidays, but these changes that you could possibly be making by tuning into this broadcast on the 16th will carry you into the new year, into the back to school, into this 2019, getting started off on a parenting foot that is going to set you up for success. So tune in. I'm going to put a link to the group or a link to the event, and really, really put it on your calendar and tune in, because since it's going to be a live broadcast, there's going to be tons of opportunities for you to comment, ask your questions and all of that stuff, but don't wait until the 16th to ask me your questions, because anybody who asks questions and brings up stuff that they want addressed in that broadcast, I'm going to make sure I talk about it on the 16th. So tune in on the 16th. If you're in Denver, it's going to be 1 in the afternoon. If you're anywhere else in the world, it's going to be whatever 1 in the afternoon Mountain Standard Time is for you. And I really hope I'm going to see you guys there. Stay tuned all week long for talking about gifts. And especially on Thursday, I'm going to teach you guys the rules that we use around gift giving in our family. Love you guys so much. Have an amazing day. Bye.